So we will be using a bench today if you have it. If not, we will modify. All right, and let's start with those jumping jacks. Some add. We're gonna modify and just step out if you're not ready for that jump. Try to get those arms nice and long. High knees in 3, 2, 1, right here. Straight leg kicks. 3, 2, 1, right here. And really flex or point through that foot to get it as extended as possible. We're gonna hug our knee into our chest in 3, 2, 1, right here. Hug it in. Roll that ankle out. And switch sides. Nice and tall through your torso, shoulders down. Inchworms, right here, nice and tall, hinge, walk it out. I'm gonna let, oh, Colleen's here. Make that push up if you feel ready. Remember to bend your knees or take a wider stance if that's what you need to help you get down to the ground. I think this is our last one right here. And release. Good. All right. We're gonna do our repeat everything 4 times. We're gonna start with a step up, right, left, tricep dips, and then our curl to W. You can have weights if you want. That's okay. All right, 2, 1, step up. So that whole foot's on the bench. Push through the heel. Slow down when you come down. Switching sides in 3, 2, 1, right here. Make sure that whole foot's getting onto the bench. So you push through that heel. And release. Tricep dips. You're either on your bench, right here, hands turned out to the side, or you're on the ground. Again, hands turned out to the side. Whether you're on the ground or on your bench, watch that that movement's coming from your elbows, flexing and extending. 2, 1, release. Grab your weights. We got curl to W, so hammer curl, open up into that W, release. Hammer, W, good. Hammer, W. So that W happens with that rotation in your shoulders, opening up. At the same time, you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. Right step up, coming up. In 3, 2, 1, right here. You can add weights or not, that's up to you. If you didn't have weights and now you've added them, I want you to be mindful of how that's changing the step up for you. Slow it down, maybe better engagement in your core. Really slow on the way down. Switching sides in 3, 2, and 1. Here's your left side. Oh, and I apologize. I said I would show modifications. If you don't have a bench, you're stepping up here and back down. Same, you're putting that foot flat and stepping through that heel and coming down. Tricep dips in 3, 2, and 1. Tricep dips, you can always extend those legs out in front of you. Makes it more challenging. Three, 2, 1. Here's your curl to W. Hammer curl, W. Release. When you open into that W, careful you're not arching through your back. Your shoulder blades squeeze together, but nothing else is changing back there. So squeeze your kegels. Keep that tailbone tucked. Step up in 3, 2, 1. Right here. Slow on the way down. Switching sides right here. Tricep dips in 3, 2, 1. Make sure you're breathing. Nice little exhale as you come to the top. Inhale on your way down. If that's too much coordination, don't worry about it. Just make sure you're inhaling and exhaling. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Curl, W, release. Curl, W, release. Good. Knees are soft. Abdominal muscles, kegels, engaged. And squeeze right here. Externally rotate through the shoulders and squeeze. Good. Step ups for our last time through in 3, 2, 1. Last time through this. Switching sides in 3, 2, and 1. Tricep dips right here. Last round of these. Last time through, you could make it more challenging. Stick those legs out in front of you. Stick one leg up. Switch legs. Make sure you get both sides. 3, 2, 1, and here's our curls with our W. Curl, W, release. Get that curl. Watch you're not just swinging them up to get to that W. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Nice and open. 3, 2, and 1. Here's your rest. Get some water. Round 2, we're going to do a little warrior 3 with our lat pull. Shoulder taps, either from the ground or from the bench. And then we'll do those face pull rows. All right, 10 seconds. You can add weight if you want to your warrior 3. If you're not sure yet, just do it without weight. 2, 1, here's warrior 3 right here. Find your balance, bring your arms out in front, squeeze those arms down. So there's a lot to think about here. You want your hips facing the ground. The glute of your raised leg is squeezing to keep that leg up. Squeeze, ooh. Squeeze those shoulder blades down and together. 2, 1, switch sides. So find your balance before you start moving those arms. So our sides are different. You might find your balance is better on one side than the other. Be patient with yourself and check in with everything. Is my foot flat? Are my hips facing the ground? Are my abdominal muscles engaged? Am I looking at something that's not moving? And release. All right, and then shoulder taps from the bench. Sorry, I forgot what we were gonna do. All right, here, here, hands close together, tap, tap, tap. Goal is to keep those hips from moving too much. and up. Grab your weights, maybe a medium size. We're gonna do that face pull. Pull here. Thumbs up. They're coming towards your face. Again, steady in your core. Elbows are coming wide. But watch those shoulders aren't creeping up towards your ears. Keep them pulled down. So weights right out in front of your face. Pull them back. And back to that lat pull, or the warrior 3 lat pull. Hinge, find that balance, add that lat pull. Switching sides in 3, 2, 1. Shoulder taps from the bench or the ground in 3, 2, 1. If you feel really confident in this move and you want to make it more challenging, you can go faster. Faster does not mean hips are wobbling. So keep it steady. Oh, you know what? I missed our buzzer. Sorry, guys. Grab your weights for your face pull. All right, here we go. And face pull row. Turn my volume up. I totally didn't hear it over my loud breathing. Warrior 3 lat pull coming up in 3, 2, and 1. Find your balance first before you add that lat pull. With your lat pull, you're squeezing those shoulder blades. They come down and then together. Elbows are drawing towards your rib cage. Whoop. Switching sides in 3, 2, and 1. Find your balance first, and then add that lat pull. Those hips continue to face ground. Glute is engaged, keeping that leg lifted. Last 3, 2, 1. And here we are, shoulder taps. Set yourself up before you start tapping. Last 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Ready for that face pull. Thumbs up. Shoulders down. elbows wide. Remember, I want your form to come before anything else, so adjust your weights if you need to. 3, 2, 1. Here's our warrior 3 with our lat pull. It's our last time through. Switching sides in 2, 1, come on up, switch sides. Shoulder taps in 3, 2, and 1. Shh, 10 seconds here, stay with me. Good job. Base pull row. Thumbs up. Pull it right towards your face. And then elbows wide. Watch those shoulders, keep them down. 10 seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Grab your water. Round 3. We're gonna do our side step up, okay? Woo. If you need to work from the ground, you can either do this. You can either just step up and step it wide and then come back down. Or if you want to get a little bit fancy, you could cross over and come up. The crossover is going to put more load on your hip, which is sort of the point of the side step up. Well, is the point. So side step right, left, plank rows, and then we're going to do some reverse flies, okay? All right. Working our right side, 2, 1, and up. Again, making sure that whole foot's placed on there. And you're pushing through your heel and a nice slow release back to the ground. Three, 2, 1, switch sides. Plank rows coming up. Right here. Some plank rows. You can work these from the ground, the bench. We're gonna alternate sides. Unless you wanna work one side and just keep track. so that you know what you're working next time. Okay. Again, keep those hips facing the ground. 3, 2, 1. Come on up. Reverse flies. So hinge forward and fly right here. Keep your gaze down slightly ahead of you. Arms are extended, but elbows are soft. Knees are soft. Okay, Luna. Squeeze those shoulders. Good. And side step upright. Switching sides in 3, 2, and 1. Turn it around. Work that other side. And here we go with our plank rows. Wide stance with your feet. Tuck that tailbone. Squeeze those kegels. Try to keep those hips facing the ground. Reverse flies coming up in 3, 2, and 1. Keep that low back from arching. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Just keep your head stacked tall on your spine. So it doesn't need to be looking around. 5 seconds here and we're back to our step ups. And release. Right here. Step up right. Nice and slow on the way back down. Three, 2, and 1. Good. Here's our row. Good. And our fly. So watch those shoulder blades are driving down and together down your back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Get those arms up. Nice and soft in your knees, tailbone tucked. Good. One more time through this one. 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Right side. Three, 2, 1. Switch sides. Plank rows coming up. Right there. Here we go. Flies. Let's reverse flies last time and fly it out. Watch your low back isn't arching here. Keep tucking that tailbone. Kind of pushing that pelvic bone forward a little bit. 2, and 1. Good. Grab your water. Round 4. Ooh, we have our hamstring falls. We're gonna do plank hop to frog with a wide squat walk forward. And then from kneeling, we'll do IYT, and then a hammer curl with a little extra in it. So I wanna review the hamstring fall really quick. So you can either use a wall, a bench, or the floor. So you're gonna find your spot. So I would say this is level 1, and the goal is to be squeezing your hamstrings and your glutes to keep yourself from falling too fast. So you squeeze here, and then when you get here, you push back, okay? So this is all it is. So it's constant engagement right there. A little more challenging, you can use a bench. Make sure it's set against something that won't move. And you're gonna do the same thing, but from here, okay? You wanna keep your feet glued to the mat. You don't want them to pop up. So they stay here, like so. Most level 3 is going for the floor. A little more challenging because you gotta push yourself up off the mat, which is the part I struggle with. So same thing though, you're here, like so, okay? I picked little level 2 myself because I haven't quite mastered getting back up, but you can work where you are. All right, so that's our hamstring fall. Plank hop to frog with a wide squat walk. So we all know plank, we all know hop to frog, and you're gonna come up, you're gonna take a little walk, and then you're gonna walk back, and hop back, okay? I, Y, T, and then our hammer curl. All right, it's good enough time talking. Let's get going. Hamstring fall. 2, 1, and here it is. So if you're on your knees, keep the tops of those feet sticking to the mat, and really focus on your backside. Engaged here to prevent your fall from being too fast. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Here's our plank. Hop the frog. Walk. 2, 3, 4. Back. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Back. 2, 3, 4. You can go faster or slower than I'm going. That's your workout. 2, 3, 4. Back. 2, 3. And on your knees, your lighter weights. I, Y. Palms together. T. Good. If any of this bothers you, maybe the overhead is bothering you, so stay with the T. Maybe the T is bothering you, so stay with the overheads. Good engagement here to keep from too much wobbling. 2, 1. Grab a heavier set of weights. Come up to standing. We're going to do hammer curl. Pause at 90. Push forward. Bring it back. Release. Hammer curled. Release to 90. Push forward. Back. Release. Hammer curl. Pause at 90. Push forward. Back. Release. Hammer curl. 90. Forward. Back. Release. And back to that hamstring. Fall. So do give yourself a second to set up for it. Keep those feet touching the ground. Two, 1. Here's our plank frog walk. Walk. 2, 3. Back. 2, 3, 4. Walk. 2, 3, 4. Back. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Back. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Back. 2, 3, 4. Here's our IYT. I feel like there's a song in there somewhere. IYT. I go to PYT. Anyone remembers that Michael Jackson song? Good. Nice, steady movements. Core stays steady. All right, here we go with our hammer curl. Hammer, 90, forward, back, release. Hammer, 90, forward, back, release. Let's hold that forward for a couple of seconds. Hold, 2, 1, come back, release. Hammer, 90, forward, hold, 2, 1, release. Hammer, 90, forward, 2, 1, come on down. Hamstring falls. I should have said this earlier, but you can always start in your finished position so you know how far you need to be from your chair or your stool. Good. Frog hops coming up in 3, 2, 1. Walk, 2, 3, 4. Remember to keep it low here. That's where the magic happens. Walk, 2, 3, 4, back, 2, 3, 4. Walk, 2, 3, 4, back, 2, 3, 4. Walk, 2, 3, 4, back, 2, 3, 4. And here we go, IYT. Good. Looking for that nice rotation in your shoulder, as full a rotation as your shoulders will allow. And then squeeze it open. Good. Hammer curls coming up. And right here. And hammer. 90, push, hold, 2, 1, back, release. Hammer, 90, push, hold, 2, 1, back, release. Hammer, 90, hold, 2, 1, release. Hammer, 90, push, 2, 1, release. And last time, through. And if this is bothering your knees at all, please move yourself to standing. Or you could flip over and do an alternate exercise like bridge. Three, 2, 1. Oh, that was a little fast. Here's our frog. Frog, walk. 2, 3, 4, back. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, back. 2, 3, 4. Walk. 2, 3, 4, back. 2, 3, 4. Walk. 2, 3, 4, back. 2, 3, 4. Here's our IYT. Again, come to standing if this is bothering your knees. I just sometimes like how kneeling changes how you have to stabilize in your core. But I know knees are a thing for people, so. And hammer curls right here. Curl, 90, push forward, hold, 2, 1, back, release. Hammer, 90, forward, 2, 1, back, release. Hammer, 90, forward, hold, 2, 1, back, release. Hammer, 90, forward, hold, 2, 1, back, release. Nice job. Grab your water. Where are we on time? 8:47. We're gonna get through this last one. It's all core, so you're so lucky. Bicycle crunch combo. Then we'll flip over for some plank work, and then dead bug, and then our push up with twist. So no weights unless you really want to. But. All right. 2, 1, and here it is. Oh, bicycle crunch. So then you lower yourself back down. It's really fun and requires coordination. I clearly did no ab work last week. Oh, and done. Okay. All right, come up into plank. Lift your right leg, bring it to your right elbow, right wrist, left elbow, bring it back. Left leg, left elbow, left wrist, right elbow, bring it back. Right leg, right elbow, right wrist, left elbow, set it down. Left leg, left elbow, left wrist, right elbow, flip it over. A little dead bug here. So opposite arm, opposite leg, move away from each other. You're pulling your belly button in. You can always modify by only moving one limb instead of two. And push up with twist. It's always a crowd favorite. So push up, twist. Push up, twist to the other side. Push up, twist. Push up, twist. Push up, twist. Good, 10 seconds, stay with me. And flip it over. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. We did just our push-ups. I don't think I hear this over my breathing. And release. Flip over, plank. Here we go. Left leg, left knee or elbow, left wrist, right elbow. Set it down. Right leg, right elbow, right wrist, left elbow. Set it down. Left elbow, left wrist, right elbow. Set it down. Right knee to right elbow, right wrist, left elbow. Set it down. And dead bug. And push up or twist. Here we go. Yes, you can do this from your knees. Three, 2, 1. seconds. Release. All right. Plank. Do feel free to go to your elbows or your forearms if that's where you need to be. Left knee, left elbow, left wrist, right elbow, set it down. Right knee, right elbow, right wrist, left elbow, set it down. Left knee, left elbow, left wrist, right elbow, set it down. Right knee, right elbow, right wrist, and dead bug. Keep trying, drawing that belly button in, and push-ups and twist. The twist is really coming from your midsection. Four seconds. All right, last time through, guys. Where are we on time? Oh, 8:55. Okay. Done. Oh. All right, here we go. Right knee, right elbow, right wrist, left elbow, release. Left knee, left elbow, left wrist, right elbow, release. Right knee, right elbow, right wrist, left elbow, release. Left knee, left elbow, left wrist, right elbow, release. Left knee, or right knee, right elbow, right wrist. All right, dead bug. Push-ups, last time. Five seconds. Nice work, you guys. Come on up. Interlace those fingers. Roll those wrists around. And roll them the other direction. Shake them out. Let's stretch out our quads. Let's do a nice little runner stretch here. So knee down, right leg forward, and just kind of push forward. Trying to open this up right here. Come back to neutral. Check in with your core. You want to make sure those ribs are threaded together. You got some good engagement down here. And hang on to that as you come forward. You might not be able to come as far forward, but you might feel a little bit different stretch. All right, hands down, tuck that back toe, and come into this triangle or pyramid stretch. I get them mixed up. Feet are both pointing forward, feet are flat on the ground. You want to make sure the left leg that's back, that left hip is squaring up with that right hip. And you can use your weights to help kind of support you here if that's what you need. And you can pick up those front toes if that feels good to you. And just hold it here. Keep bringing that left hip forward. Release that, soften through your knees. Step your feet together. Step your right leg back, nice reach. So we're gonna drop that back knee and go to that runner's lunge first. And again, just kind of lunge as far as is comfy. And then we're gonna come back to that neutral spot, thread that rib cage together, engage the abdominal muscles, kegels, keep that engagement, and then come forward again. See how that changes for you. And then hands down, tuck that back toe, pop that foot in, toes point in the same direction, feet are flat, bring that right hip forward. Again, you can use those weights. Try to get both those legs fully extended. So if you're touching the ground, but you have to bend this front leg, that's where you might want to use some weights and get that leg extended. Get yourself up a little bit, and then see if that, with that extension, you can come down a little bit. And pop up those front toes if that feels good to you. Keep bringing that right hip forward. Release. Step those legs together. Bend your right leg. Bring your right hand to the outside of your left foot and twist and look up. Obviously, wherever your flexibility is, so maybe it's on the outside of your thigh or your calf. Release that, come through center, bend that left knee. Grab the outside of your right foot with your left hand and twist. Release, come back through center. Hands on the back of your head. Actually, nod your head yes, and shake it no. And then hands on the back, soften through your knees, and roll up nice and slow. Big inhale. And exhale. And one more time. And exhale. Nice work, you guys. Thanks for joining me. It's nice to have everybody back. And I'll see you all on Thursday.
Molly.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Molly.
You're welcome. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Molly.
You're welcome. See you later.